चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुधपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालय कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तत्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरि ओम तत्सत्। So we will be dealing with chapter 14 today. Anybody wants to tell me what you did yesterday with chapter 13? I've given you clue also. Kavita Mataji is missing. Premalata Mataji is missing. I think that's why there is no cooperation.
Prakriti Purusha, and Jnanam Neyam.
Yes.
And
then Kshetrajna. There were 6 questions asked, and then Arjuna asked 6 questions. Bhagavan is giving all the answers for it. He's giving the qualities of soul, super soul. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving a start. And then Bhagavan is telling how to acquire the Jnana Chakshu. Even in the next chapter, we will be seeing how the person, the intelligent person, can see what is happening. Like there is no use attending like classes, okay, you read, you understand, but when situation comes, how we behave, that is more important. So that the practical application, the jnana, is given to us, and side by side again, how do we use it in under situations, how we have to behave, everything is given in the 14th and 15th chapter. Now this 14th chapter is divided into 4 sections. First we will know what are the 3 modes. We had a gist of it here and there, like in 5th chapter a little bit, and then slowly in the other chapters we were knowing what are these 3 modes, but not so elaborately. Again in 18th chapter we'll have some more instructions on these 3 modes. Then how these modes gain supremacy, the second section of this chapter. Then the third section is how they will behave, what will happen when they die, how they act. So this is like, practical application. We can judge ourselves in which mode we are in. We don't usually be in one mode, morning one mode, afternoon one mode, office one mode, house one mode, outside one mode. So we are also shifting. So this chapter will be an eye-opener for us to understand how we are behaving. Then the most beautiful section is how do we transcend the modes. We know that we are into these modes or influenced by these modes or under the control of these modes, to be very precise. Then we will know how to transcend this mode in the last section. The first section gives us information about how the modes of nature acts, how they bind, and with that how we can achieve liberation. After knowing about it, how we can achieve liberation. The first shloka, I'm not going into reading the shloka and the translation, but we just understand the gist of this shloka. First shloka, Bhagavan says, the chapter starts with Bhagavan, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, what he is telling. I've given you so much knowledge, Arjuna, from the first chapter. Even you have been gaining all this knowledge until the 13th chapter. But this information that I am going to give you is Uttamam. It is the best of all knowledge. Why? Because people who have known it, Muniyaha Sarve, the whole lot of sages who have known this, what did they achieve? Attain the supreme perfection. Param Siddhim Idokhada. So they achieved really great situation. That is why this knowledge is very important. Then the second shloka he says, see, the people who know idam jnanam ubasritya, like who knows this knowledge or become fixed with this knowledge, they are going to get what? The form of the Lord, transcendental nature of the Lord. So that means that we will not be when creation happens, because once we achieve the form of the Lord, we are going to be with the Lord in the spiritual world. So one is not born at the time of creation or disturbed at the time of dissolution. Imagine, dear devotees, see the picture there, how the four-handed Narayana form is there. We are going to achieve this form by just knowing about this knowledge. So this four things are very important. What do we achieve by understanding this knowledge? Can I have volunteers to read this? Hare Krishna.
We can overcome in any difficulty, Mataji.
No, Mataji, I want you to help me in reading the slides.
Yes,
So
Mataji.
that there is
Okay.
active participation. Yeah.
Okay, Mataji. Yes. The three modes of material nature, free from
The one in
birth
the
and
boxes, Mataji. Yeah.
yes, qualitatively equal to the Supreme Lord, free from birth and death, does not lose identity as individual soul. Great souls
Good.
always think of lotus feet.
Yeah, so we achieve the form that is qualitatively equal to that of the Supreme Lord. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji, for reading. And then free from birth and death. Because we are not created again, we don't get disturbed. We saw that, right? Because we are in the spiritual world. And we are in the as an individual soul, we are serving the Lord there in this spiritual world, and we always think about the lotus feet of the Lord, because we are in the spiritual world. We serve them with great humility there. Okay, so this is the first two shloka. Now the second, third, and fourth shloka, it is really, really amazing that we'll come to know. We think that our mother is our material mother, our father is our father. But see, Bhagwan takes us to a higher level, telling that Mama Yonir Mahat Brahma. So this Mahat Brahma or the Pradana, this material world, it is actually our mother. She has the Yonir. And in that Yonir, who gives the seed? Lord Krishna gives the seed, because when the universe is created as such, okay, it is like unmanifested. But when Bhagavan glances through it, it actually becomes manifested. So he's telling, I am the seed giving father. So our supreme father is Shri Krishna. Not only that, in this purport, Prabhupada also explains about how we crossed many births. Jalaja Navalakshani, Stavaram Lakshvimshati, Krimiyo Rudra Shankakya, Pakshinam Dashalakshanam, Trimshul Lakshani Pasavaha, Chadur Lakshani Manavaha. So many births we all crossed, and then we came to this human birth, and we should make the best use of this human birth. Okay. Now, who's this in this picture?
Brahma and Krishna.
Brahma. We are thinking Brahma is the creator, but everybody knows who is the creator, right? The Sarga or the primary creation is done by Vishnu, and then the secondary creation is done by Brahma. Now, this is a pictorial representation for people who, it catches our attention quickly, right? Rather than me talking. Now, we understand that the material world is a mother which supplies the living entity. Like all of us are in the universe when it is created, but when Lord put his potent glance, only then we become manifested. Now the second section. So we have done with the first section. Any doubts in the first section? Everybody is clear how the material modes of nature works?
3.
Okay, so we Hare Krishna. Okay, we go into the second subdivision where we are going to understand how the three modes of material nature bind us. In 1322, you would have learned yesterday, Karanam Guna Sankasya Sat Asid Yonir Janmashu. So, how this modes of material nature actually bind us to this material world is given in this section. Okay. Now, if you see this picture, there are three girls, yeah, young, beautiful girls. You see how they are handling the two persons. That is, we are under control of these modes of material nature. The one material nature is mode of goodness. The second one is the mode of passion. And the third one is the mode of ignorance. So when the living entity comes in contact with the nature, automatically we get conditioned. Now in this section and the next section, you will understand how in different ways, when I say conditioned or modes of material nature, you may not understand it very, very clearly. But when we see what is the nature, how the character of the person in goodness is, how the character of the person in passion is, how a person in ignorance behaves, then you will clearly understand how this is. Now, what happens? Our body, we come into this material world, yeah, with a soul. The soul starts getting a gross material body, and this soul is same like that of Krishna, Satchidananda Rupa only. We are Satchidananda. But what happens once we enter into the womb? Okay, even at that time, we still pray to God because of the sufferings inside the womb. We all think that, see, when the mother is pregnant and she's carrying the child, oh my God, she's given lot of attention. Everybody take care of her well. She's also happy. Oh, in another few months I'll have a baby, I can enjoy. But the baby is actually suffering in the womb. If you have attended Bhagavatam class with the ICF, you will understand how the uh, child is suffering inside the yoni, and then it prays to the Lord. Lord, please don't make me forget you when I'm out of this yoni. I should always remember you. But the moment it comes out and comes in contact with the material world, what happens? We are conditioned by this three modes. In the child life, yes, we might not know. It just observes the parents and then it follows what it is. But slowly, as and when it becomes bigger, it is forced to act according to the modes of the material nature. So now what are these modes? They're just like primary colors, okay, which will determine every aspect of our life. Our character, our behavior, our approach towards life. It can be at the level of different level, physical. Some person will sleep for 22 hours in 24 hours, telling I'm tired. They're not interested into doing anything. But some person is, morning they wake up 4 o'clock, they do Mangalarti. Even if they are not in spiritual life, they at least sit and they keep a lamp, they keep the kitchen clean, they are in the goodness. So each level, physical, mental, emotional level, these modes can influence us. And you will be surprised to see, I will be asking you who are in which mode, okay? Now, this mode is mode of goodness. They are mostly scientists, philosophers, and poets. And they are very, very proud of their knowledge. They are not disturbed by misery, happiness. They involve themselves in so many activities, like philanthropic activities, all that they keep on doing it. But the problem is, they are happy because they have a good living condition. They are with money, or even without money, they know how to lead their life. And they are afraid of vikarmic activities, that is, they don't do any sinful activities. They lead a normal happy life, like most of us were doing until now. We don't involve into so many bad activities, and we are happy. So these people, what happens is, they think they already know many things. So when we try to preach them some spiritual things, they are not ready to accept. Okay, they are not ready to accept. These people are in the mode of goodness. Now if you see this picture, you can see how busy this family is, right? Each one is having a lot of gadgets. So Prabhupada says advancement in modern civilization is mostly in passion. If you say mobile has come, but how much it has made us slave. Even without mobile, 1 second we cannot be. Even that mobile can be used in Krishna service. If we are listening to kirtan and preachings, yeah, reading, everything is possible. So that is different. We'll must discuss about passion now. So people in passion, they have a lot of desire, like we have discussed many times. 4 bedroom house, only 2 people will be living, but they want 5 bedroom house with 5 washrooms. They have a car to go and come. Yeah, that's also a good model car, but they prefer, no, I want BMW, I want Porsche. Yes, their standards, their desire is high, 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 and to fulfill that desire, they work like donkeys. Okay, donkeys, what will happen when the donkey food, how they give is, they just hang a piece of grass like this, and this donkey will be so much attracted to the grass, and it will start walking, but it will be taking up lot of loads. Prabhupada always says, simple living, high thinking, that is more than enough. Have a piece of land, have a house for you, have a cow. It's more than enough for us to live. But these people, they are behind money, name, fame. They will not be satisfied. Once they achieve one thing, they'll have greater desire. Then they try to achieve that. And they will fully be in misery because they are not satisfied from within. That is the reason. And the next hindrance for them is attachment, too much attached to the family, friends, and everything. So they keep on what to say, get entangled again and again in this material world, and for them there is no chance of liberation. Dear devotees, please analyze yourself if you are one among them. Okay, the next level is no chance. Oh my god, this is the really, really difficult, degraded situation. People in mode of ignorance. Even if you go and tell them something, they are not ready to accept or change in their life. Yeah, they are mostly mad, ignorant. They don't bother about soul, body, nothing. Even if you call them for spiritual classes, something, we are not. I hope none of them here are in that category. They don't come. They are least bothered. Okay, and then every time eating, sleeping, just that they don't even know why they came into this world, and they don't even bother when they leave this world. Okay, so this is mode of ignorance. Now we saw different families, but in one family, all these three modes were there for you to understand very clearly. Can anyone let me know who is this? Who are these people?
Ravana,
Ravana,
Yes.
Kumbhakarna, and Vibhishana.
Mataji, please tell me what mode they were in also.
Ravana is in passion, Mataji,
Hmm.
Rajoguna, and Kumbhakarna is in Tamoguna, and Vibhishana
Yes.
in Sattva.
Mode of goodness. Very nice. When Hanuman was, burning the Lanka, only from one house he heard Ram Nam. none of the house, and it was Vibhishana. Okay, so he is in the mode of pure goodness, not even goodness, he is in the mode of pure goodness. We'll come to it. What is this? Mataji was telling goodness, passion, ignorance. Now Mataji is raising the standard next level, pure goodness. We will see that also. Now, if you see in this picture, you will clearly understand all three modes are put here. They are two self-satisfied people in goodness. See, you can see the picture, right? He's doing some philanthropic activity. He's very happy. He don't even bother about the soul, super soul body, nothing. He thinks he's doing good, and all his sins will be reduced. So he's continuously doing it. People in passion, their desire is so high that they will not listen to any of the super souls saying. Okay, and the ignorance, they don't even hear. They don't even bother about why they are here. Now, if you see this picture, you can see an aircraft in a runway. Always, if this aircraft goes in this runway, is it enough? Can we reach our destination?
No, Mataji.
So, being in the mode of goodness is like being in the runway. The flight will keep on taking turns, round, yeah. It will keep on going around here and there, but we will never reach our destination. If we have to reach our destination, then we have to change the gear to pure mode of goodness. Only then we can reach the spiritual world. Otherwise, again, we will be into this punarabhijananam, punarabhimaranam. The same cycle will continue. So now you will be wondering, why is that people in the mode of goodness even will not achieve? I thought, okay, goodness means it is also good. So they will achieve liberation. Why they are not is because, see, they are very wise. They're very wise. They know everything. Life is what is the ups of life, what is the downs of life. So they feel that they are already in great knowledge, that they don't want somebody else coming and telling them about spiritual knowledge. Okay, they know what is miseries, what is life. They understand everything. So they will not accept somebody else coming and giving them knowledge. And sometimes they are very much hankering for appreciation and praise. They are bothered about only themselves, not the others. And because of this, they keep on changing bodies. Just they will finish their work, they will go to the heavenly planet, they will enjoy there. Again, they come back because they are doing all good activities only, pious activities. So, this pious activities will again bind us to this material world. That is the problem with being in the mode of goodness. This is the gist. In goodness, the actions are very pious. In passion, it is over ambitious. But in ignorance, the actions are really foolish. Now we'll go to the 9th shloka. The same thing I showed in the picture. How it leads to happiness. Passion leads to binding to the fruits of action. And ignorance will bind us to madness. So we have finished the second section. Any doubts in the second section?
Yes, Mataji,
Yes.
Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Pranams.
Mataji, I wanted to know, like you were saying, even goodness is not enough, pure goodness. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Mataji, goodness is, see, they are doing lot of like anadhalya, okay, old age home, food distribution. They're taking care of all this, underprivileged people, everything. These are again philanthropic activities, right? And they expect returns for it. The fruits of activity they expect. So what will happen once they do lot of pious activities, their pious credit will become increased, but they are not doing akarmic activities. You understand, where the balance sheet is nil. When we leave from this world, our balance sheet should be nil. This also, the pure mode of goodness people, they are doing because, see, okay, this person has money, okay, so he will be doing this activity, and I will get name and fame out of it. For example, I can tell there was a very big industrialist in my place, okay. I'm not mentioning the name because it's live streamed. So this person was very rich. He had a very happy family. He was enjoying his life because not only materially, even spiritually. Like every year, he used to go to Tirupati. He used to go to all the Lord's temple and be very devotional also. But once when he was coming back from a place, from a devotional place, because every year he used to visit this place. When he was coming back from this place, what happened was his vehicle met with an accident and he lost his wife and children. Okay, so what this person did, he got angry with the Lord. He thought, I have come to pray to you, and how could you just remove my children and my wife? You made me an orphan. So, what he did, he stopped all the devotional activities and then he started doing a lot of philanthropic activities. Now, you tell me, Mataji, is he in the mode of goodness or pure goodness?
He is in the
Pure goodness. Pure
He's in the
goodness.
mode of goodness.
goodness.
If he was in the mode of pure goodness, he will
No.
think that soul's life is over. They have to be taken. Lord bought us. That was just a situation that they have to die. Anyway, they are not going to live forever, right? A person in the mode of goodness will understand Krishna's plan, will accordingly adjust his life, Mataji. These people, they are so arrogant. They have money, they have power, so they don't understand the voice of the super soul. That is the thing that I put in the slide also. You understood now? It's clear now?
Mataji, what I feel is that, like Krishna says, we have to do activity. Action will anyways be done, but we should just do and leave it. We should not
Yes.
expect that I will get this, I will get that. If that is
Yes.
not the
No.
expectation, as long
The,
as that is not the expectation, then it is pure goodness. And then
So
the
even
these
the
people in
philanthropic
the
part of it.
goodness, they are like that, Mataji. They
No, even
want fruits
when
of
he
activity.
does philanthropic activities also, without any expectations, if he does good for others, it is also according to
It
what
is
Krishna
good.
says.
Yeah, but they are not in that mode to understand, Mataji. That
But
is the
to,
problem.
mm,
And Mataji,
Okay.
so like even when something bad comes, like in his family, that person you were mentioning, his children and wife died. So that means anything bad happens, also there is a purpose behind it, maybe.
yes, yes, the
Yes.
time has
Yes.
come for them.
Happening in our life.
Yes, he was not able to understand that, Mataji. There is a purpose for it. Krishna gave, maybe this is the way, like Krishna shows
To
me mercy. Narada Muni did the same, right? He had only his mother living. The great devotee's life are example for us. So that's what I said. By attending classes, we get that knowledge, yes, but when actually the situation comes, we should be able to apply that in our life. Narada Muni was having only his mother, but when the mother died, he took that as a positive thing and he left home and he started improving his devotional life, right? So it doesn't mean, Mataji's, Prabhuji's, you have to find a situation to leave the house. I'm just telling how the plan of the Lord is always different. We should be ready to accept it. Okay. Now, the other questions, I think we can have it later. We'll finish with the sections. Mataji, I don't know your name. I hope you both got your answers. Okay. Silence, I accept that as okay. Yeah.
Hare Krishna,
So,
Mataji. There is some technical glitch. Yes, Mataji, cleared. Thank you. Very, very
okay, Maths. So now we'll go to the next section where the supremacy of a mode within a person will be seen. Now you will understand how it is, how we are in goodness, in passion, and in ignorance in different time of the day, or maybe different days we can be in different modes, and then you can try to change yourself, okay? Because each time this mode will fight with each other to bring, like they say, right, the sura and asura is within the same person. He has to fight amongst that and then come up, okay? Now, what happens when goodness dominates? Even if something bad is going in front of your eyes, you will be able to, okay, maybe it is not like that. It's okay. It is Lord's plan. It's okay. I can understand. Like that, we will be able to understand. Now, I'll give you examples, Mataji. Sometimes, even at our home, when the children do something bad or wrong, we sometimes in a very good mood, we will go and tell them, no, beta, it's not this way, you can do it like this. We'll be very mild and gentle with them. But another time, we'll start shouting at them, what are you doing? You don't know how to behave, huh? This is the way this is what we taught you. We keep on shouting. So when the goodness dominates, what will happen is, our eyes, our ears, our mouth, our senses, the entire senses, they are illuminated with knowledge. So we understand things as they are. We are not different, okay? And that person is very happy. We don't feel irritated. We don't shout at anybody. We are not angry, okay? This is how, when goodness dominates in us. Now, when passion dominates in us, what will happen? Will be too much attached, be it money, be it possessions, be it our house, or whatever it is. We get too much attached, we have too much desire and hankering, and to achieve all that, we put on all our efforts to achieve them, so that we can achieve it in our lifetime. That is our main aim when this passion is there. Be it money, gold, for some it is name, for some it is fame, anything it can be. When ignorance dominates, we need not even tell. It's like, you always feel like sleeping, just intoxication, so many things will happen. Even the online games, we get addicted to, the children get addicted to this Gen Z. It's because of all this ignorance. Instead of using their valuable human life into something worthwhile, they get addicted to all these games. Yes, Matajis. Now you can have a clear-cut practical analysis of what you are doing. If it is goodness, what books you will read, what work you will be doing. See, passion is time is money, money is honey. That is how our work will be. Until which time is goodness, until which time is passion, until which time is ignorance. If we are awake above 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., we are already into ignorance mode. If you see, in the earlier days, there was no electricity, nothing. So by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, people all will eat and they will go to bed. But now it is totally different. 10 o'clock only, sometimes it is morning for some people. They wake up at 10 o'clock, they go to work, is it? So they are working in the ignorance mode completely. And see, when music, what music you listen to also determines what mode you are influenced with. I hope you all had a look into this. We'll go to the next one. The places, if we are in the park, forest, it's in goodness. Passion, city, definitely city life. And ignorance, pubs and nightclub. And food, what is the state of mind? I told you, right? State of mind, when we are in goodness, we are happy, we are very pure, purity is there, we are in complete knowledge. Whereas in passion, we are agitated, we are greedy. Because see, we have a lot of desires, right, in passion. And krodhat bhavati sammoha. Have you heard this shloka in second chapter? When the desire doesn't happen, we get angry. So that is why people in the mode of passion, they are always agitated. They are not happy, they are not calm. Whereas in ignorance, they are very lazy, they are dull. And the food part actually you will be dealing in the 18th chapter, so I'm not dwelling much into it. Now we'll go to the next section. Here we will understand what happens when each mode predominates. Okay, and the result of that action, almost we have seen it before, but we are again in a different way. Krishna is telling that to us. As I said, the destination of death is higher planets, because they do a lot of nationalistic activities, philanthropic activities, they are doing help for others, right? So naturally they will be promoted to the higher planets. They'll finish all the pious credits, and then they come back again to the earthly planet to again take birth, and again karma builds in. Whereas passion, because they are always in that mode, right? They will be in the earthly planet. They will get birth, but the species differs. Huh? They can take in any species, they can take birth depending upon their karma and desires. Ignorance, we know they will go into complete lower species. The results of actions, we discussed this before. Purity is there, happiness is there, they are in knowledge, people in goodness, whereas in passion it's full of misery. And in ignorance, they are completely foolish, and the effect also we saw. Yes, the 17th shloka. Now, in this purport about ignorance, Prabhupada gives a very nice explanation. Out of all, see, animal killing itself is in the mode of ignorance. People who are involved, almost 6 people who are involved in this, is punished by the laws of nature. That is a person who grows it, who kills it, who sells it, who cooks it. Everybody will be punished by the laws of nature, especially the killing of cows. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hidaya Cha Jagattidaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So Lord is the well-wisher of cows and brahmanas. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 24th chapter, shloka I don't remember, it's given. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami has said that Bhagavan is more merciful to the cows than the brahmanas. Because when Ashwatthama did a very heinous effect, killing of all Pandu's children, Bhagavan said, you kill him. Yeah? Dharmasya Prabhu Rachudaga. Bhagavan is the protector of Dharma, but still he said, kill Ashwatthama, because he killed the children. Adatainas, they are not supposed to be protected. But for cows, he is very, very merciful. He is very merciful. Brahmanas are the symbol of spiritual education, so we have to respect them. Cows are the symbol of the most valuable food, so it also should be respected. Because we don't have spiritual knowledge, we are not respecting the brahmanas and the cows. So that is the problem that Kali Yuga is facing now. So not only animal killing, cow should also be protected. She is one of our mothers. Even though we diverted from this topic by discussing this, because I thought this is more important. See, you understand that, right? When which mode we are in determines our next birth, right? So what we understand from this is we have to be very careful in which mode we are in, because we are preparing for the next body. So we have to make proper responsible choices. Many people think, okay, this birth is done, I can live like this, I can finish my life, let me go off. It's not like that. We have to prepare ourselves for the next birth. We need not be afraid of death, because if we are going to do devotional service, one thing is guaranteed, my dear devotees. We are going to take a human birth. It can be in a Srimad family, it can be in a devotee family, wherever it is. That is guaranteed. That Bhagavan himself says in Bhagavad Gita. So we are involving ourselves in devotional service, then we need not be afraid. This is just a gist of the 17th shloka, how goodness, or what goodness does and what passion does, and what ignorance does. See, people in passion, they don't even have happiness nor peace of mind because they are hankering after many things. Ignorance, they are very distressed. They don't know why they are born. They are confused. They are mad. Even if you give them advice, they are not ready to change. Can anyone read this, Mataji? This is very important.
Mataji, should I
Hare
read?
Krishna, may I?
Please, Mataji. Yeah.
Death is not the end for suffering. It's just a forward journey from this transit. So, board on proper flight for going back home, back to Godhead.
Hare Bol. Thank you so much, Mataji. So please don't think that death is the destination. Yes, we are now in a transit. We were supposed to be in the spiritual world. We wanted to enjoy. Bhagwan brought us here. Now we are in a transit. Anyway, if we have to reach our destination, that is again our spiritual world. So make sure you take the right choices so that you can reach the destination correctly. Now the last section. Yes, Mataji, we came to know of all the modes, but what we will do with these modes? Why did we know all this? It's very simple. You have to transcend the modes. It's very easy. It's very easy to transcend the modes by just involving yourself into devotional service. So Krishna is giving us knowledge by which we can transcend these material modes also. Text 19. What is the platform of real knowledge? What is real knowledge? Jnanam Adi Uttamam. We saw in the first shloka itself, right? So, understanding that the three modes perform all the material activities, and after that we understand that Bhagavan is the one who control all these three modes. He is not into these three modes, but he is the controller of all these three modes. So why do we have to surrender to these modes? How easy, dear devotees. If we surrender to the controller of these modes, he will take care of everything, right? Instead of surrendering to these three modes. Now Krishna is giving solution. How to transcend the modes? Very simple. Surrender to a guru, get the knowledge from him, and then it will become easy. But who is the real spiritual master who gave us all this knowledge? Krishna gave it to Brahma, right? So surrender unto him. When you surrender unto him, it's very easy for us. Now slowly, because we are in the 14th chapter, now Krishna is coming to end of the instructions for Arjuna and for us also. So now slowly he is starting with the devotional service and surrendering process. In the 20th shloka, again, the same thing is repeated, that once a person is able to transcend these three modes without the control of three modes, if this person can transcend, then what? Birth, death, janma, mrityu, jara, vyadi. Everything we can transcend, not only in this life, but also in the next life. Now, Arjuna asks some question. What are the symptoms of one who has transcended the modes? What is his behavior? How does he transcend the modes? So, the same questions he is asking. You know why? Like we were discussing from the chapter 4, 5 and 6. If you see in the second chapter, Siddha Prajna Ka Bhasha, he asked how he speaks, how he behaves. Everything he asked in the second chapter. Then again in the fourth or fifth chapter, he asked how a person in knowledge. In fourth chapter, he asked how a person in knowledge will behave. I wanted to know. And if you see, mostly the same things, but in a different way, Krishna is trying to inform us that how a person who can transcend these modes, or how a Sthita Prajna will be, how one in a knowledge will be. The same things are being repeated here. If you see this, you will understand, correct? He should be equipoised. Tamtidiksha Svabharada. Try to be equipoised. If it is cold, it is hot, it is distress, it is happiness, however it is. Okay? Try to be equipoised. In Bhagavatam, there is a shloka. Narayana para sarve nakadashtana Narayana parat sarvena kudashana bhipyadi swargam apavarga nargesho api tulyartha darshanaha. That is, a devotee, even if he is put in swarga, he is put in narga, he doesn't bother. Why? Because he is always engaged into the service of the Lord, so that he doesn't bother the environment. Like that, a person should be neutral in any situation. No hankering, no desires. He doesn't have anything to satisfy his senses. He wants to satisfy the senses of the Supreme Lord. He'll be free from envy. Another, see, steady in all circumstances, deals with equally with everyone and everything. Even if there is a diamond there, he doesn't bother. If a stone is there, okay. If earth is there, wherever he is, there is no friend, there is no enemy. Everybody, he sees them as part and parcels of the Supreme Lord, and whatever happens, he will involve himself in the devotional service. Not like us, especially like me. One day I am very good, then morning I wake up nicely, we do Mangalarati, everything. Next day, then if we are sick, then we will say, I am sick. Krishna knows it. It is okay. Then we become little lethargic, blaming our health. But a person always, without ahituhi apratihada, without any disturbance, he continues, no stoppage. He's always serving Lord. Yes, if you're sick, no problem. You need not get up and do arati. Yes, it's very tough. So you can lie down and think about Krishna, right? Smaranam is also a devotional service. Krishna, Krishna, every time, any time you can do it. Wherever it is, you can chant his names. Now, how you can transcend these moods? That is what Arjuna's third question was. An answer to that is engage in the full devotional service of Krishna. A family that prays together, stays together. Yeah. So, no, unfailing in all circumstances. Rain, hot, whatever has happened, even if we have some, mental disturbances, like there may be many things that can cause a stress, right, in our family life, professional life, but overcoming that, we have to try to engage ourselves in the devotional service of the Lord. Now, these are the symptoms, nisanga. We are going to satisfy the senses of the Lord. Nyasta karmanaha, that is, you offer all the results of the activities of the Supreme Lord. Prashantaha, be satisfied. Let go attitude, forgiveness. Let them do. Time heals everything. Let anybody do any harm to you. Don't worry. Krishna is there to protect. Why will not Krishna protect? Gajendra cried. Didn't he come? Draupadi cried. Didn't he come? Then why are we afraid? Let's have that forgiveness attitude in us. Yes, and attach ourselves to the Navavida Bhakti, which is very, very, very important, Matajis. This 9th step in devotional service is very, very important. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. Anything. Take anything which you like. You like singing? Then sing for the pleasure of the Lord. You like hearing? Spend your time in hearing. If you have deities, serve them. All these 9 Navabhida Bhakti or 9 limbs of Bhakti, you should try to practice. Then we enter into a state of Brahman. Don't think like, oh Brahman, what is that Brahman? Once you reach that stage of spiritual life itself, Prabhupada clearly explains. Slowly you will understand who the Lord is, what are his activities, how does he behave. Slowly our, as we start engaging ourselves into the devotional service of the Lord, everything will be clear like water to us. That's what Prabhupada says in the purport. Like slowly you will be able to understand who Paramatma is. Then the next level of understanding who Bhagavan is, what are his opulences, Shadda Ishwaryangal, you will understand all that slowly. So when you understand, when you come to that stage, then modes of nature will not disturb you. Now I was thinking, dear devotees, if you see the entire Bhagavad Gita, the same concept is repeating again. Have you ever felt like that?
Yes, Mataji. Many chapters. Presently, I'm reading third chapter, and in third chapter only of Bhagavad Gita, I got to know that many times it has been mentioned that Krishna is the source of everything, and we need to surrender to Krishna. So ahead, I'll be reading, but still, third chapter. I am on to third chapter, and I got to know that many times certain sentences are repeated.
Why do you think it is happening, Mataji?
Mataji, because Krishna is the source of everything, and without Krishna, nothing is possible, Mataji.
But
And
do we actually understand that?
we need to actually get the more and more we get polished, only we will understand it better.
Yes, if you see here, all are red. We don't bother about it. But something is green, we check it, right? What is this? Everything is red. Only one is green. We capture that one. So what he is trying to do is again and again repeating it in a different way. So something which we might associate with, we will start thinking, analyzing, okay? And not only that, it is just a reminder. He is giving us again and again this information, so this will act as a reminder for us. And definitely, dear devotees, you will understand the understanding that you had from the first, second, third chapter. Now your understanding is getting better, right? And you
Better.
understand
Hey,
much
Mataji. In fifth and
deeper.
seventh chapter also, Mataji, it is mentioned in fifth and seventh chapter. Like when we read in details, I actually read one sloka 3 times, and the translation again and again. I go back again to first line, and then I read and again and come back to last line. I because I don't understand in first time, so I read one
Yes,
sloka and translation
Yeah, that is
twice or thrice till seventh chapter, Mataji.
very good,
exactly for
very
that
well.
only. This 18th chapter is again fully that only, isn't it, Mataji?
Yes, more deeper meanings. We will
Deeper, yes.
understand much better.
Better.
That is why Krishna is telling it. And the last thing, relish. See, only when we know each and everything, we can relish the content. That is why Krishna is repeating. So never worry that if the instructions are repeated again and again. So take home message is very simple. Only one thing, just follow Prabhupada's footsteps. He will take care that we are taken to Godhead. Yeah, engage yourself in the loving service of the Lord, and it becomes very easy to transcend all the moods, all your desires, unwanted desires will be curbed. Definitely, Matajis, I'm telling you, Matajis and Prabhujis, once you involve yourself into devotional service, unwanted desires, unwanted thoughts, unwanted situations, everything will be
Thing will
wiped
go.
off. You can see that happening very beautifully because you're
Yes.
transcending the modes of nature. And the main thing is try to get association of devotees. Online association is good, but if you are within a local yatra there, it would be very nice. Get attached with the temple so that you can serve the Lord whenever possible, and slowly and steadily you can reach to a stage where you can surrender to a spiritual master and then take Diksha with him. Don't think initiation is okay, great, they have practiced, that's why they got initiation. No, it is the start of devotional life. Before that, we are slowly practicing. Only when you get a degree, then you can apply for a job. Like that, you are getting a promoted and you are getting a degree so that you are going into the devotional service. Okay, so that is very important. Prabhupada in that purport gives us 6 ways. One is, I know everybody likes prasadam. That's why I put prasadam first. Okay? Eat only prasadam. And then visit holy places. If holy places visiting is very difficult because of the age or some job or family situations, no worries. You can attend a local Sunday feast, local temple Sunday feast, which is very, very important. Then taking Ekadashi, very, very important. Whatever, at least avoid grains. That is more than grains and beans. That is enough. You can have other food if you cannot fast completely. Offering flower to the Lord. Nothing Lord asks, right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Only leaf, flower, fruit and water. That anybody can give. Prabhupada in that purport says, even a poor man can offer water. Reading scriptures, like Mataji, one of the Mataji was telling, Mataji, I read multiple times, read scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Last but not the least, that is the first, actually, first and foremost, chanting the holy name of the Lord, so that all of us can reach to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. So next chapter is Purusha Yoga, where we will understand the greatness of the Lord and we will be able to appreciate how the Supreme Lord is. And until then, it's tomorrow. So until then, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, can I ask something? Hello?
Mataji, you're not audible.
Hare Krishna, my internet was unstable, Mataji.
Mataji, can I ask something?
Yes, Mataji. If Aishwarya Mataji allows, otherwise you can post it in the group because it's already, we are time for the next class.
Mataji, it's fine, Mataji. We can take for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yes, Nidhi Mataji,
So,
please tell me.
Mataji, let's say you're in want to be in pure goodness and you're doing activity. So that means that that person cannot sing or do classical singing or other activities and all. No.
No, you can do.
No, Mataji.
The
Do
good.
it for the pleasure of the Lord, Mataji. If you like singing, if you are good at classical music, please do it and learn bhajans. Understand the Vaishnava bhajans. There are multiple bhajans written by so many acharyas. Bhakti Vinod Thakur. There are many things, Mataji. You can learn it and sing for the pleasure of the Lord also, Mataji. Why you are not singing?
For
Use
reading.
it
No,
in the
you should.
service of the Lord.
Lord, everything you offer to Him only.
Yes,
My
whatever
daughter
talents you
dances.
have.
She goes to all the temples and gives performances. My daughter does only Bharatanatyam only for the Lords.
Yes,
Guruvayur and Trivandrum, Tirupati, everywhere. It's only dance service, Nitya Seva for the Lord.
yes,
Everything should be offered.
Like
We are
definitely you
actually
should.
likewise for reading and teaching also, let's say. Yet, hello?
Yes, Mataji. Yeah, please tell me. Reading and teaching, what is the doubt?
Reading, teaching also likewise we can do. Whatever things are there, we can just make it as a service to God.
yes.
Mataji, see, don't mix professional and spiritual. Okay. If you are a teacher, Mataji, that is your profession. So you will do your profession. But the fruits of activity will be given to the Lord. That is, okay, I am going to work. The consciousness has to change, Mataji. I am going to work because I wanted to live. See, I cannot tell I can leave everything. Krishna, Arjuna also said the same thing. I'll leave everything, go to forest. So that's not possible. So if you're a teacher, your work is to do your duty. And whatever little money you get, yes, you can offer it to the Lord, Mataji. And not only that, don't think that you are working for your own sense gratification. Okay? You offer the results to the Lord. Today I'm going to work, Krishna, and yeah, I have to work because I'm a professional. I have to work, but the day's fruits will be offered at your lotus feet. Is that clear, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much. Thank you.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So I think we will see you all tomorrow, 9:30 for
Thank you,
chapter
Mataji.
50. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji,
Hare
thank
Krishna.
you.
Thank you,
Pranams.
Mataji.
Mataji,
It was nice having you.